What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to Revelation 11:27, where we speak the truth and nothing but the truth, and where you could be yourself. How are you guys? Good? Good. Let's jump straight into it. Let's see what the energy is, what we need to know, what we need to see. Oop, okay, let's just read all those. Why not? Okay. So in the past, there's been a lot of arguments. There's been a lot of disagreements. Right? People just competing for no reason. There's a lot of tension, a lot of conflict. And you started to kind of separate yourself from that situation, right? And that allowed you to see things in a different perspective. It allowed you to go within. Maybe go within about these people that you have around that were causing so much confusion, so much tension, so much argument, so many fights. Because you noticed all that, you started to see things differently, right? Maybe you started to see things differently. With the Three of Pentacles here, this is an organization. This is an institution. It is like a company. You see the people working there together, three of them, planning. Maybe there was a lot of arguments, a lot of competition, a lot of disagreements, wherever it is that you work. So you started to ask questions. You started to ask yourself questions. Like, is this job really for me? What am I doing here with these people in this place of work, arguing or fighting? That's good that you ask yourself questions, because if you don't ask yourself questions, there's no way you're gonna see things in a different perspective. It's good that you ask questions, because if you don't ask questions, how are you supposed to know? This is telling me that in your place of work, there was a lot of tension, a lot of arguments, a lot of competition, people competing when people are supposed to be co-workers. This organization is also giving me very corrupt. The people here are supposed to be working in teamwork, collaborating with each other. But here it looks like they're just planning on their next scheme. Maybe that's why there's so much fight and competition there. And you realize this, you've seen that for what it is, right? Look, oh my gosh. Because you were able to realize what was going on at your place of work, with people that you were working with, that has left those people, right? Because, come on, they were doing something corrupt at that organization, at that institution, right? They were planning. It was a very corrupt business, whatever it was. And because you've realized that, and you let go of that, now these people are in the Five of Pentacles. These people are in lack, out in the cold, worried because of all of the money that they did not get to steal. Maybe from all the money they didn't get to steal from that business. Why? Because they were caught. Why? Because you were able to go within and figure out what was really going on. Figure out what these people were planning so quietly, so sneakily. And look, oh my gosh, I could not be making this up. These people never wanted you to go within and to see things in a different perspective. Why is that? Because they wanted to keep you there working, even if there was fights, even if there were conflict, right? Because it benefited them. Your money benefited them. Your energy benefited them. And because you've let go of that, now they're worried. They're going through financial loss. But what were they working against? What were they planning here? Right? They were planning on keeping you stuck, so you would continue giving to them, and you wouldn't go towards something that makes you happy, that makes you feel fulfilled, that makes you feel loved, like the lovers. Because they probably know that this person that is, made for you and you made for them, they were aware how business savvy this person also was. And maybe they are also aware of how much more successful you and your business could be once you were to unite with this person. That's why there was so much conflict, to keep you distracted. That's why they created so much confusion, to keep you stuck in a loop. Because they knew that sooner or later you would realize this and you would walk away and you would let go. And they would be stuck there planning and scheming and continuing to come up with ideas, because this is what they didn't want. They didn't want to be in financial loss. They didn't want to be out in the cold. They didn't want to be in poverty. But that is what they deserve, because they were trying to keep you from uniting with someone who is not only a divine connection, but this divine connection, both of you guys will be able to make so many more businesses together. Actual businesses with strong foundations, not the schemy lying foundations that this corporation created, And look, with the Fool here, this is your new beginning. It's like, not only did you let go of all of those fights and arguments, not only did you let go of all those jealous and bitter coworkers, but now you're coming into a new beginning with someone that makes you feel love. It is a divine union, right? It is a relationship where your values, your morals, and integrity are all aligned, right? And not only will you get love, right, from this new beginning, but this new beginning also comes with so many more things, right? But the both of you guys can come up with new business ideas, actual structure, and business ideas that are not like the ideas that these people had, right? Whatever business ideas these people had, we're just gonna make them rich and fuck everyone else. No. These business ideas, this is why this is so divinely orchestrated, right? Because God knows what these people wanted. These greedy, malicious thieves, criminals wanted, right? Which is why God allowed you to see things in a different perspective. Because not only is this love for you, but also whatever businesses you guys create as a union, as a couple, not only will it help you guys, but it will help the whole world. The ideas that you guys come up with will serve many. Right? Maybe you guys have stories to tell that will also help many. And that's what these people were trying to keep you away from. Look, it's like the arguments were here, you stuck in the middle trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, and these people continuing to plan. How insane does that sound? But even though you were in the middle here, right, trying to figure out, this hangman allowed you to really see what was going on and allowed you to let go of all that negativity. Now these people are where they're supposed to be. out in the cold. And you are heading where you're supposed to be, towards love, towards prosperity, towards abundance. And why is that? Why did God bless you like this? Because you were strong enough to let go of people, places, and things that were not serving your highest good. That is your reward. That is a blessing. Congratulations. Crazy too how on the last reading earlier this morning, we're speaking about businesses and how innovation is so important, right? And bringing in new creative ideas to your business is so important. Now this, it's like business again. Whoever you had working for you, whatever people were working in your business, in your organization, were pretty much blocking the success of your business. And I'm glad that you figured that out, because now the doors are open, right? Maybe you're new, maybe with the lover's card here, maybe this person is not only going to be your wife or your husband one day, but also you guys could be working together. That is beautiful. That is what God wanted. That is what all the angels and ancestors and the Galactic Federation and Mother Nature wanted. All right. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.